Hello, everybody. We are live. Hi, Debbie. I can see that you're already there. I hope you're all well. As you can see, I've moved. And the reason I've moved is because Mick has made me this bead wall, which I'm very excited about. Now, we've only put one strand of everything onto this wall. But it's fabulous. What a fabulous invention. I love it. Right, let me just change this banner. Just a second. Oh, let's edit this one. No, let's not edit that one. Let's edit this one. Oh, I wonder if I can create a new one. Just a minute. I'm trying to be clever now. Being clever is not going to work for me. No. Right, okay. What I'm trying to put in here is right here. Estimated. There is an estimated 6-week delivery period on anything you purchase this evening. Just a minute. Which I'd forgotten to write in the banner. Right, how do I say that? Let's put it right. Does it say that now? Oh, you can all check for me. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Estimated 6-week delivery period. Woohoo! Right. Okay. Hi, Tony. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Erwin. Hi, Jackie. Do say hi, everybody. I've only got a couple of highs from YouTube, but I presume it's working, so that's good. We've got a mega bead live for you this evening. You can see them all hanging there behind me. We're going to get closer than that, I must say. And as I said, Mick has made this bead wall for me, so I'm very excited to use it. Now, I was being supported by Polly today, but Polly's got stuck on a train, and irritatingly, the train is really near to the station, but they've stopped. They've got police on the train and on the track and everything, so she will eventually turn up and disrupt the live, but she is trying to get here. And I've got Angela in my ear, so say hi to Angela as well. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Elysian. I hope everybody is well. We've got all these lovely beads to bring you today because it is our 6th birthday. I think it's officially a week on Friday. So that's quite exciting, isn't it? I feel quite excited about the birthday. And on Saturday, you may be joining us. We are having a physical birthday party here in the office, which means that I can't show you around the office because I did that thing that I presume all people do, not just me, where I thought I'd tidy up on Tuesday. So what I did is I made an absolute mess and moved everything. And now everything's in an absolute mess. And nothing is tidy at all because I didn't have time to finish the job. So there's chaos, total chaos everywhere. Tomorrow we will be putting it all back together. So, and it will be ready because we're not really a shop as such. So it's quite difficult for us because we're a warehouse and everything is put away and not easy for you to look at. So we actually have to go to the effort of getting things out and pricing things and making it a bit easier. So it's a bit of a work in progress. That's what happens when I do the cleaning. Is that what happens when everyone does the cleaning, that you make an enormous mess and then you tidy it all back up again? No, just silence from Angela. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Julianne. Well, you're the only person I can hear, Angela. So hi, Mick. Mick said, always a pleasure to make things for your display. And at our birthday party, we will be exhibiting Mick's other work. So he has made, over the years, he's made our spin the wheel. He's made our lucky dip box. He's made what's that called, Mick? That one. He knows. He's made that one. And he's built an entire wall in the business as well. So very many thanks to Mick. We would not be what we are without you, Mick. So hi, Nikki. Hi, Rachel. I did. Thank you very much. I can't believe it's 6 years. That's flown by. Hi, Candy. It has flown by. It feels like it's gone really quickly and really slowly. I think it's like a complete contradiction in my mind. Yeah, it was COVID. It was the first week of COVID. Yeah, so that was 6 years. It was so sunny then. Remember that. It was so sunny. We can't moan today. It's been sunny. Debbie says, I wish I was closer. I would love to come and meet you all. Well, one day, Debbie, you'll have to have a day out. Have a day out and come over. Hi, Elaine. Hi. Jackie's saying hi to you, not me. So Nikki says that sounds like my house always. So my house has only got areas of which are chaos. The areas where people can see are tidy most of the time. And then there's areas that are not tidy. And I think that everybody must have that. How can everyone fit everything into their house? I just don't know. Mick, you need to start working on the stinger for the boy racer. They certainly do, Beverly. I like it. Mick would do a good job of that. So, hi, Helen. Debbie says, my mum lives in Banbury, need to get organised. Banbury's not far. I reckon Banbury's an hour from here, so you could do it. You could do it, Debbie. Do it. We'll open just for you. Just let us know. So, is your mum okay? Candy says, mum is okay. Thank you. You've been following along with the mum story, which, to be honest, you probably haven't heard from me because I only mentioned it on the Friday morning live. But if you follow my sister, who is an influencer, that is her actual job, on TikTok, but now on Facebook, she's massive on Facebook. She earns more money from Facebook than TikTok now, which is insane. My sister shared the entire story of my mother. Even so, I knew less than TikTok and Facebook. I was going on to Facebook to see how my mother was. Anyway, she's all right. She fell over. She's on holiday in South Africa. She fell over and she's had to have a hip replacement whilst on holiday. So it's been a little bit stressful, but hopefully she's over the worst of it and she is set to come back next week via Dubai. So let's see if that happens. But she's safe and happy. So thank you for asking. Hi, Anu. How are you doing? Right. Have a great birthday. Thank you very much. We will. So this is one of the lives for our birthday. So we're 6 and we've done a series of things throughout the month. We thought we would spread it over the month. So we started the month with a jewellery live, which you all joined and it was fabulous. Thank you very much. We've got this bead event tonight. We've got an event over the weekend on the website. Next week, I'm trying to think what we're doing next week. Next week, we have got... Thank you. On Saturday next week, we have got a mega crystal live. Put your requests in if you want it to be organised. I'm not sure how organised it's going to be. We're just turning up and we're going to have a great time. That's it. So you'll have access to lots of different crystals and I imagine it will be a very long live. So that is Saturday the 28th. That's going to be a mega live. And on Friday the 27th, which is our actual physical birthday, we are planning, but I'm not sure it's going to come off, but we are planning to launch a new website. So we've updated our website and that is due to launch on our actual birthday and it will have loads of new gemstones on it. And so that's quite exciting as well. So we've done all this stuff in a month. Who knows what we're going to do in April? I feel like all the effort has gone into March and I'm going to wake up on April the 1st and go, damn it, what are we going to do now? So yes, it's going to be a tricky month, April. So you've got to enjoy yourself now. Right, let's talk about the live we've got for you this evening. Wendy is making marmalade for us. Oh my goodness, Wendy, how exciting. Oh, I'm so excited. We didn't know what to do. We're just supplying some cake. We thought we'd just do tea, coffee and cake. And then, I mean, that's pretty much my diet anyway. So, and so how exciting. And marmalade now. Lovely. I'll bring some bread. So brilliant. Right. This is our bead live. We've got all these beads behind me, which I'm going to run down for you in a second. I'm going to take the other camera over there and try and see if I can get it to work. As I said, Polly is around but stuck, so I'm on my own at the moment. And then we're going to run through each of the codes. Now, in this bead wall behind us, we've got one of each examples, and these are actually going to be placed on order. So if you've been watching the shows for a long time now, you know this is a concept that we run with quite regularly. We have a very generous supply chain who kindly lend us a sample of each one and we sell from that. And then when we place that order, which will be on Tuesday, there will be I think it will be about 4 weeks, but we're going to say 6 weeks because you just don't know what's happening anymore. So we're going to caveat it with 6 weeks. So we'll place the order on Tuesday. It could be really fast. Who knows? Hopefully the beads will come out to you as soon as possible. So it is important that you purchase the quantity that you require because this is going to be the opportunity to do that. So if you need more than one, let us know. Here we've got lots of different things. So we've got your staples. So things like your moo kite, tiger tiger's eye, rose quartz, all those staples in lots of rounds, 4mm, 6mm, 8mm, 10mm. So you've got a whole variety going on there. We've got some new shapes that I can see over here at the end as well. So there's a little bit of everything. If there are any beads that you have previously purchased from us that you wish to reorder, then you can do that by just messaging us with the code off the packet and saying, please could I have one of these strands or 5 of these strands, and we will be able to reorder those as well. If we can, we'll let you know if we can add that into the order. So I think that's pretty simple of how it works. So if you're new to Chalmers Gems and you're thinking, I don't want to wait 6 weeks, I could buy it from Timo. It'll be there tomorrow because they have special pigeons who drop stuff off. We have no idea how they get them here that fast. So don't do that. Don't buy it from Timo. You have to just trust the process here, guys, because it's worth the wait. You can ask any of the community here. They'll tell you that you place the order and then you're going to forget all about it. And then in a few weeks' time, the parcel of everything you love will turn up at your door. It's very exciting. So any carnelian? I don't think there is actually, Marjorie, no. But as I said, if you want to put any requests in, we can try and do those. We'll see how we get on. But codes, I need codes for that, or Lisa's going to throttle me. So, right, Candy says, pearls, beads and cake. Gemma's demo sounds like a great day. It's going to be great. Saturday's going to be great. It's going to be brilliant, Candy. You're going to love it. Right, and then we had a request today that we do a live from our birthday party. We won't be going live during the birthday party because most people attending the birthday party will not want to be on the live. I'm quite sure. So everyone likes to think they want to be there, and then face with the camera in their face, they just don't. But I hope to do a live of the gemstones that we put out, maybe on Monday, maybe Monday, Tuesday night, something like that. I'll try and sneak it in. Yeah, Lisa doesn't do lot. She doesn't come on camera anyway. So yeah, so we'll try and do it. I think we did it. I thought we did it last time, but Lisa said it was a couple of times ago. We did a live after the event because obviously only 30 people can come on to the event. So lovely. Only 2mm. I think there are some 2mm, but again, Candice, if you want to direct message with any codes, then let us know. There are some 2-3mm in the birthday party. That's no good to you, is it? If you join me tomorrow morning, I'll be live at 9:30, and I've got some additional beads that I didn't put into this live, and Lise couldn't get them in. So they will be going in to tomorrow morning's live, but that's going to be a very fast and to the point live because I've got to sort the whole office out. So yeah, it's a bit mega. Right. Let me just sort this camera out. It says that it's gone wrong. So that's a good start, isn't it? Let me try again. And then we're going to look behind you, but I need this camera, so just bear with me while it loads. Anything else to say? Post and packaging is £3.60, capped at £7.90. I want to say, I think so. Yep. £7.90 for the UK. And if you're an international, then it's £14.90. We ship anywhere across the world apart from America. So that's not our fault. Right. So mute that. Now I have to see if I can get this to work. Oh, I've not pressed the button. Enter. Now I'm hoping we're then going to go live with the second camera. So I'll just see if I can get that working a second. I'm going to add it to the stage. That's the underneath Lisa's desk. Okay, so now how do I do it? Do I remove this one? Let me just turn it around so you can see me. We've only done this once before, so bear with us. And that was when Emily did it. Oh, I think I have done it, you know. Look at that. Right. try this. Is that better on the sound? No sound, no sound, no sound. No sound. Right, can everybody hear me now? I don't know why the sound would go. Let me see. Right, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Hi. Yay, everybody can hear me. Right, let me repeat all of that then, if nobody heard me. So here we have got an enormous row of all the different gemstone beads. So there's loads and loads to choose from here. You've got your staples, your things like your tiger's eye and the two colours, sodalite, rhodonite, mookaite, all of those. We've got the amazing things. This is what I was showing you, which is actually an ombre lepidolite strand. There's things like the multi-coloured aventurine, the apatite, the green apatite, two different colours in the amethyst, the two different styles, amazonite, a higher quality amazonite, rose quartz, the new slices, and the customer request at the end, which is for a mixed gemstone strand. This one does have dyed and treated gemstones in it, so keep that in mind. But that is it. And so I think we're going to be able to get through them quite quickly, personally. Because I think we could have I think we could have doubled it myself, but not trying not to be too over keen. Let me just see. I have brought a tripod along just in case it's easier to hold it on a tripod. So let me just have a look and see what happens if we click you on there. What's that you can see? No, you're going to be able to see that. Don't worry, I've got that. Now, in most of the beads, we have got your 4mm, 6mm, 8mm, 10mm sizes. So you'll see all of them together. They're great value for money, and I need you to multi-purchase on all of these because these are the staples that you're going to need throughout the year. So hopefully this is your chance to pick up some beautiful gemstones which are going to help you throughout the year. Right, look at that. And get your stash built up. That's the idea. It's quite difficult with the camera this direction, as you can see. This is a beautiful sunstone strand. I love this one. Right, okay, is everybody ready? Because we're going to start. So if you wish to make a purchase, all you have to do is type the code into the comments section. If you wish to purchase more than one, you times by the quantity that you would like. So that's how straightforward it is. You just times by 2, by 4, as many as you want all in one go. So whenever we put the code up, that's the code for that particular strand, and I'll move through the sizes. Every strand will have its own unique code. Okay, everybody ready then? Let's have a go. Let's have a go and see where we're going to start. It's so hard because the camera is in a totally different place. Just a second. This is your black vein jasper. So we're going to start with your black vein jasper strand. Look at that. So this is a beautiful staple gemstone, and it is really, really affordable. So this is the best thing about this gemstone. Really affordable. You've got your really cool colours and patterns in there. Fabulous in lots of designs. You can use it as spacers, or you can use it just as designs. You can mix it with the other colors. It's just a great affordable gemstone. So I'm going to start with your 10mm. The code for, where is the camera? Here it is. The code for the 10mm is 1. That is your code, and that is for your black vein jasper, and it's £5 a strand. £5 a strand is insane. That is insane value for money for a 10mm round. So maybe you're used to using your 6mm, your 8mm, your popular sizes, and you've always wanted to try a 10mm, but you don't want to risk it. For £5, you can risk away. All the strands 38cm strands, and they have 0.6 to 0.8mm drill holes. Actually, I've got a bead lingering here. See him up there, hanging in there. You can see how lovely and smooth that drill hole is. These things in life make me very happy. So number 1 is your code, black vein jasper, smooth, 10mm round, and they are just £5 for the 10mm. I'll give you the other codes. The next code is 2, and that is £4.50, and that is for your 8mm. Number 1 I've got for Tony Davis. Hi Sharon, how are you doing? These are all polished this evening. I don't have any matte ones, I'm afraid. They're all polished. So for your 8mm black vein jasper, it's really hard to hold the camera like this. It is £4.50. £4.50 for your 8mm rounds on the black vein jasper. Number 2. I shall move through them so that you know what we're doing. Number 1 for Sharon Kenny. Thank you, Sharon. And number 2 for Tony Davis. Number 3 is Black Vein Jasper 6mm rounds. So you've got your 6mm round size. They're £4. They're such an affordable gemstone and so versatile as well. Number 3, £4 for your Black Vein Jasper 6mm rounds. I shall show them to you here so you get a better view. And you get all the beautiful colours. Sometimes this is called web jasper. Sometimes we've sold it as web jasper as well. When we buy it from India, we buy it as web jasper. Number 3 is your code. I'm really struggling to see the comments because they're so far away. I've got 2 for Tony and a number 2 for Sheena Ram Goblin. Is it? Ram Goblin? And a 3 for Tony Davis as well. Thank you. And then I've got that 4mm round is just £3.50 a strand. £3.50 for your Black Vein Jasper 4mm round, 38cm strand. £3.50. That is insanely affordable. So even if you don't make jewellery, you can have a go for £3.50. What else can you buy for £3.50 these days? That's absolutely mental. Let me try and get them so you can have a better look at them. There you are. Number 1 for Cath Beveridge. Lovely. That is just a second. Let me see if I can see the comments because it's too far away. Number 1, I've got number 2, number 3, number 3. 3 for Sharon Kenny, a 4 for Tony Davis. So that is your 4 sizes in your Black Vein Jasper. So gorgeous combination of patterns and colours in your Black Vein. You might have got it before from us, but they're normally on our website. They're mega, mega, mega. Right, okay. So you got 1 is £5. That's your 10mm rounds. You got 2 is your 8mm rounds. 3 is your 6mm rounds. And 4 is your 4mm rounds. And that is your Black Vein Jasper codes. Okay, on to the Tiger's Eye. So the Tiger's Eye, these are a very nice quality tiger's eye. So you can see here that these are really high quality. We only really sell very nice quality tiger's eye because I don't like the rubbish stuff. So we'll be looking for, when you're looking at tiger's eye, you're looking for that chatoyancy, and you need to twist the beads and make sure they've got that beautiful chatoyancy, which is that optical effect that you can see. As I move the gemstone across my hand, you can see that eye moving across the gemstone, and that is the sign of a nice quality tiger's eye. If you get a cheap tiger's eye, it won't have the chatoyant effect. It will be just a solid color, and it's such a shame because they are very, very beautiful. If you get a nice quality material, and then will look absolutely dreadful if you get a low quality material. So we only do the really nice quality stuff. It's really nice. I'm sure lots of you have had it from us before. So it's a very popular gemstone that we sell. Great for makes for men. So if you're looking at stuff for men's jewelry throughout the year, we've got Father's Day coming up in June. So if you're that organised, getting yourself kitted out, this is a good staple and one that the public recognise. So that's always important. Tiger's Eye, the 10mm round is number 5. That is a £14 a strand. Number 5 for your 10mm smooth round Tiger's Eye. Number 6 for your 8mm for £9. They become very, very affordable, these do. The 10mm, so remember the gemstones are bought by weight, so you always pay more for the larger sizes because of the weight of the pieces. So this is your 6mm code. Your 6mm are £7 a strand for your 6mm, and that is a really high quality strand. And then number 8 is £5.50. So £5.50 is your 4mm round, and that is number 8. So Tiger's Eye 4mm round, £5.50. When Polly gets here, we might change the format of how we do it. So bear with me a minute, guys. I know it must look a little bit awkward. So I've got number 6 for Sheena, 6 for Nicola Bell, a 7 for Sandra Arnold, a 7 for Nicola Bell, a 7 for Hannah Sutherin, and an 8 for Hannah as well, please. Can you see YouTube as well, Angela? You can today. Oh, exciting. Oh, excellent. That's good to know. So that's it. That is your Tiger's Eye selection. Right, next we have got multi-Tiger's Eye. So multi-Tiger's Eye actually comes in different colourways. And you get natural coloured Tiger's Eye and dyed coloured Tiger's Eye. So if you see the pinks and purples, they're not natural colours. These are all the natural colours together. So you get your yellow Tiger's Eye, your red Tiger's Eye, and your blue. Sometimes blue and yellow together as well. This one I would class as blue and yellow together. And on that strand, you get a mixture of all the 3 colours. And again, we're looking for high quality beads. So nice chatoyancy like that when we move the beads. Beautiful polish. You can see that they're really highly polished as well. So they're just gorgeous, gorgeous beads. Nice quality. And we've got the 3 sizes for you in this one. So for your multi-Tiger's Eye, you've got 10mm rounds, code number 9. You need to type 9 into the comment section. That one is £14 a strand for your 10mm round. We have got code number 10 for the 8mm rounds, £9 a strand. And code number 11, woo, it's not going to focus. Oh, it doesn't like that, doesn't it? There you are. For the 6mm rounds for £7 a strand. That is code number 11. And we don't have a 4mm round, I'm afraid, in a Tiger's Eye. So 10mm is number 9. Ooh, it doesn't want to focus like that. Let's move down here. I've got 10mm number 9. I've got 8mm number 10. And then 6mm number 11. I have, on the codes wise, I've got Nicola Bell for a number 11. Sandra Arnold for number 11. And number 10s, I've got Nicola Bell, Nikki Stevenson. Sorry, I'm jumping you around, Angela. And then Julie Gill Frisbee for number 9. Hannah Sutherin for number 11. And Tara Porter for number 11. Right, next we are going on to this very, very nice sunstone. So you've got this gorgeous quality sunstone, and you've got in there a mixture of the different qualities. So when Polly comes, but I will sit down, I promise, so that you can stay still. But for now, we just have to soldier on through until Polly gets here. She's currently stuck on a train. So this is your sunstone. We get asked all the time for sunstone beads. And what I like about this strand is you've got a little bit of variation within the strand. So you can see that you've got some of the deep orange sunstone beads. Then you've got some greens, which are sort of repeated throughout the strand. Let me pop it here. See if I can make it any better for you. That's my chair wiggling around. So we've got the green ones throughout the strand as well. And then you've got some translucency. So on some of the beads, you'll see that you can actually see little flecks very, very clearly of the platelets within the sunstone. If you've got a loop and you're a geek like me, sunstone's a brilliant one to stick under your loop because you can see all these little platelets. It's so exciting. It really is. If I had time, I'd get my loop out and show you, but I don't think it'll work in this orientation. I've got Tara Porter for number 11, please. This is going to be a popular strand, I'm sure, because it is absolutely beautiful. We've never bought you this strand before. I've not seen it in the market before, as far as I can remember. It's a nice combination, a little bit of everything. This is called Arusha Sunstone. I don't know what the Arusha stands for. And it is 6mm round, number 12, and they are £15 a strand. 6mm round. You need to type number 12 into the comment section, and they are £15 a strand. Again, you're getting your full 38cm strand length there. So plenty of beads on your strand. And that whole variety of different colours and translucencies. I'm loving the green sunstone. That's really, really beautiful. Something totally, totally different, isn't it?
Really nice. Candy says, I love that sunstone, but I need to see what I spend on Saturday. It won't be there it won't be there after the weekend, Candy. So you have to make a speedy decision. This one is number 12, and I've got Sheena for 1, Carol Wilson, Sandra Arnold, Hannah Sutheran, 2 for Nicola Bell, 1 for Yvonne Vickers, 1 for Candice Tripp, 1 for Holly Darko, 1 for Tara Porter, 1 for Chris Puffer, 1 for Hazel Westwater, 1 for Nikki Stevenson, and 2 for the Char 32. It's such a good name, isn't it? The Char. That's it. Right, so just a minute. I'm going to try this tripod again so you can actually try and keep you still, because I must be making you all seasick by now. Let me try and pin you on here. There we go. Let's see what I can do. Let me see what I can manage without Polly. Just a second. You know, when you have a plan and then the rail system lets you down. Okay. Oh, sorry, I've just knocked and wobbled you. I have got Judy Gill Frisbee for 1 as well. I'm just going to give you that code again and see if I can get it to you like this. So this is your sunstone. You've got a multi-sunstone strand here. You've got some solid with the lovely flecks of hematite inside. You've got some translucent, and you've got some beautiful green sunstone as well in there. That is a 6mm round strand. This one's code is number 12, and they are £15 a strand. If you wish to purchase for the first time, all you have to do is type the code into the comments section. And if I read out your name, that will secure the item for you. We just need you to direct message us with your email address. I'm just going to leave you looking like that because Polly's come to the door. So 1 minute. I'm going to let her in. I need you, Polly. Yeah, of course. I've missed you. Not hi, Polly. Can I get you a drink or anything? Oh. Right. So we've hung them all up, but they're very difficult to display. So I need to sit somewhere and you to pass them to me. Is that okay? Perfect. Thank you very much. Right. I'm just going to move over here, guys, and then we're going to go back. Could you see if I'm going to leave you with Polly while I try and find this tripod? 1 second. Just have to wait a second, Polly. No. I was like, right. Yeah, literally. What I'll do is I'll pop them here so that when I turn around in a minute, guys, you'll be able to see. Just a minute. Let's put this screen back on. Hello. Right, so now you're going to be able to see what we're doing much easier. And I'm going to just pinch this screen back. Setting. Right. Yes, could you just a sec, grab me some codes? 1 second. Right, let's put you back down here. There is an order to them. Sorry, everybody. Right to left, right. It's left and right. Just a second. Right, you can now see that. Are you on the big screen? There you are. We're much better now. So that's number 12. So we've got to here. I just need to borrow those ones. Okay. And I've done. They're 13. Okay. Yeah, and then they're sort of in bunches. Right, sorry everybody. Can I get the prices for 9, 10 and 11? 11 is £7 for the multi-tiger's eye 6mm. Let's put them in order. 10 is multi-tiger's eye 8mm for £9. And then the 9 is the 10mm for £14. You've also not got the best lighting now because I've cocked it up, haven't I? Never mind. Right, okay. Next up, we're going to move on. Hi, Polly. Everyone says hi, Polly. Poor Polly got put on the spot. She did, didn't she? But Polly's used to being put on the spot, so she's all right. I've hidden you under my light. Just a second. Do you want to move you back? Let's move you back a bit. There you are. That's a bit better. Right, I feel like we've sorted now. So what happened to the train?
We don't know.
Oh, they just stopped the train. Put the police on there, and was like, "Oh, okay." Oh, that's it. And everyone just had to wait for all of that to finish. Right, brilliant. Right, the child would like 2 number 8s, please. Right, we're going to go on now to your Sodalite range. So we're starting again with the 10 millimeters in Sodalite. So you've got all of the beautiful colours of the Sodalite, like this. This is one of our favourites because it's the Charmers Gems colours. That's the Sodalite 8 millimeter, which is number 13 for £6. So I think we've got 8 mil, 6 mil, 4 mil in the Sodalite. So this is number 13 for £6 for your 8 millimeters. Then I've got your 6 millimeter, which is number 14 for £5.50. Lovely, isn't it? I love Sodalite. And then the last size in your Sodalite is the 4 mil, and this one is number 15 for £5. I've got a 13 for Carol Wilson, 1 for Nikki Stevenson. I've got 14s, 2 for Kate Minard, 1 for Catherine Woolard, 1 for Tara Porter. And then I'm going to go to the 15s. I've got a 15 for Sharon Kenny. I've got a 15 for Catherine Woolard, 3 for Candice Tripp, 1 for Lithos London, and 1 for Tony Davis. I'll have a look for you in a second, Candy. Now I'm going to go to the 14s, Angela, if you're ready. Okay. I'll do Holly Darko, Tony Davis, 2 for Marge Morrison, 1 for Hannah Sutheran, 1 for Nicola Bell. Then the 15s, I've got 1 for Nicola Bell on the 15s. And I've got a 13 for Sharon Kenny as well, please. Lovely. Right, I'm just going to let that calm down a second, and then I will try and put them all back in order again, just a second, so that you can see those codes. 1 minute. So we have got 15 is your 4 millimeter round. They're only £5 a strand, so that is extremely affordable. 14, £5.50 for your 6 millimeter round. That's that medium size. That is your typical size for your stretchy bracelet. So if you're new to making jewellery, that's a great size for a stretchy bracelet, and you should be able to get a couple of bracelets out of 1 strand. And then 13 is your 8 millimeter round, and that's a great size for your mala necklaces. So there's a gemstone for everything. So that's a brilliant size for mala necklaces. Also, if you're making bracelets for guys, then that's a really good size for your bracelets for guys. 13 for your 8 millimeter round. I've got a 13 for Nicola Bell, please. Nicola has got the whole set now. That's it. She resisted it till that last moment. Can Beverly have a 9, 10, 11, please? Yeah, we'll just do the 15s and then we're coming back to you. A 13 for Hannah. I don't have my little cloths today, do I? So no, I think they're all dirty. I meant to take them home and wash them. I wonder if I did that. I might have done. Just 1 second. A 13 for Hannah Sutheran, 1 for Tara Porter, 1 for Julie Gill Frisbee. You can give them to me as a bunch if you like that. Like this. A 13 for Kath Beveridge. Thank you very much, Reese. Thank you. Look at these rhodonites, aren't they nice? Yeah, Angela's just trying to catch up. Sorry, we're going to try and do one at a time because I'm causing havoc here, everybody. Candy Barnes, did you get the sunstone? Was the sunstone the orange one? Was it number 12? This one. That one. Yeah. Number 12. You did get it, Candy. It was just me that didn't read you out. Sorry. Yeah, it was. Yes. Lovely. And in the monks there's 2 for number 9s for Shazane while you're there. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's do one at a time for poor Angela. The Shah 32. That's Shazane. Sorry, chattering way to answer there in my ear. Right, we're going to start on your rhodonites, and these are your smooth, round 10 millimeters. So similarly to your web jasper in pattern, lots of black, lots of pink, all mingled in together. The rhodonite does come in all different qualities. It's actually quite a fascinating gemstone these days because they found this vein of very, very high quality translucent rhodonite, which is insane. It's so, so beautiful, that's being made into faceted stones and catching people out because they don't expect it to look like that. They expect it to look like this. So it's one of those interesting gemstones. This is your rhodonite in the 10 millimeter. I'll try and do one code at a time so we don't confuse poor Angela. We've got 10 millimeter is £6.50 for your 10 millimeter size. All the strands you see today are 38 centimeter strands. They have 0.6 to 0.8 millimeter drill hole. Please keep in mind that anything that you purchase during this live, there is an estimated 6-week delivery period because they are being ordered for you directly from the factories. So please keep that in mind. I do imagine it's going to be much faster than that, but we're just putting a little bit of a buffer in because we just don't know what's going on with the world. Just like everybody else, we don't know. So I've got a 16 for Hannah on the number 10. We're going on to your 8 millimeter round, and this is number 17. And these are just £5 for your 8 millimeter round. So again, if you've been thinking about making things like mala necklaces, then this is a great way to start. I think you need 3 strands for a mala necklace from memory. I've got Sheena for 16, please. And Kath Beveridge for 16. No, the factory is in China for the round beads. Hi, Holly. No, you won't be able to purchase these on Saturday, Holly, but we are looking forward to seeing you. There will be other beads available to purchase, but not these ones. Or you can purchase them on the website, though. You'll be able to do that, but not if you're coming to the actual into the business. I don't know what to call it because we're not a shop. I know we are a shop. I do get that, but we're not a shop as a business. We're a warehouse. So to make it look like a shop, we sort of have an open day in our warehouse and we try and make it shoppable. So I struggled to think. We call it the unit. So it's not a nice name, is it? So, and I always think we should have called it something else. We should have given it a fancier name, but it became the unit, and that's it. It was better than being in my house. It certainly is. Right, so I've got 16 for Kath Beveridge, a 16 for Erwin Owen, a 16 for Julie Gill Frisbee, and then 17 for Hannah, and 1 for Erwin Owen. And that is, I'll just leave them a second for me. Thank you. And then we'll just recap them and then you can whisk them away. And then this is your 6 millimeter. This is number 18 for your 6 millimeter, £4.50. I mean, they're just such great value for money, aren't they? £4.50 rhodonite 6 millimeter rounds, smooth rounds, and they are only £4.50 a strand. Number 18 is the code if you wish to purchase. Beautiful. I've got Sharon Kenny for an 18. The unit sounds very official, like you should turn it on and do a TV series. I bet we could. I think the TV series is like, what did Marie do today?
Yeah,
It would be shocking, wouldn't it? Yeah. And then it could just have the icon of Lisa rolling her eyes. So, 1 for Sharon Edwards, 1 for Kate Minard, and 1 for Holly Darko. I've got an 18 for Hannah Sutheran, 1 for Beverly Jackson. And I've got a 17 for Kath Beveridge. Thank you. We could have a lot of fun.
I think it'd be full of like little side quests where you got distracted and went.
Yes, that would be it. That would definitely be it. Oh, what's that gemstone? Oh, look, here we were working really hard and then a new gemstone landed. That's it. Right, rhodonite 4 millimeter, your final size in your rhodonite. 19 is your code, and they are just £4 a strand. £4 a strand. Rhodonite 4 millimeters, number 19. I'm going to pop them all together so you get the full effect of the whole bunch. So you can see all the sizes together. It's really lovely, isn't it? What I like about this is that it's not a girly pink. So like your rose quartz is a beautiful girly pink, isn't it? But this one is a nice universal pink. It's pink, but it's not too pink. It wouldn't have survived Barbie, would it, this one? No. I've got a 19 for Sharon Kenny. Thank you very much. Right, so I'm going to give you those codes one more time, but now I can't reach them. Just a minute. No, I need another few arms. That's what I need. Right.
Come your arm, and then you've got 2 arms.
It's like those where you were a kid and you used to put your arms under your friends.
No, I mean, if I
Then I could have 4 arms. No, Polly's like, no, that is not.
like someone holding the gemstones, then you have 2 hands to show.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, I don't know that that would work either, but yeah, I feel like another day we could do a 4-arm show. 2 for Hannah Souther, and Polly is not in for this. No.
No, we
So
can
no.
find someone for that one.
Okay, like that's it. Angela, yeah, no, Angela's not up for that either. Right, 10mm, number 16. I've got 19s for Sharon Kenny and 2 for Hannah Souther, please. I can't remember if I said those. 18 is your 6mm.
Could get a mannequin out.
17 is your 8mm. And 19 is your 4mm for £4. You just can't get any cheaper than that. It's mental. Right, okay. Those are your staples. And now we're going on to peridot rounds. Do you know how hard it is to find peridot and how often I get asked? And I get random people messaging me and going, oh, I hear you might have some peridot beads. I'm like, no. So when I do find them, I snap them up. I've got a 4mm and a 2mm. That's what I've got. I've got an 18 for Marge Morrison, please. So this is your 4mm round peridot beads. They're very nice, aren't they? Nice colour. They will have some inclusions in there. So if you see the little black speckles, they are chlorite inclusions. You'll find a video about that on our Instagram somewhere. I might ask Emily to pop it back up again so I can geek you all about peridot inclusions. Very exciting peridot inclusions. So this is an idiochromatic gemstone. I mean, how much detail do you want? This is your 4mm round peridot strand. Number 20 is the code. They are £29.50 for your peridot 4mm strand, 38cm strand with a 0.6 to 0.8mm drill hole. So nice depth of colour as well. You've got a lovely deep colour there. So that is your 4mm. Let's show you there. So that is a very nice consistent colour as well. That's your 4mm. And then for the 2mm, these ones aren't quite as deep in colour because it's very difficult to do that with a tiny, tiny bead, but still looking good. Now, these are that lovely peridot green. So it's a very specific colour, peridot. So it's that gorgeous, gorgeous green. Great if you want to do little stacker rings or add accents onto things in the 2mm round. They're very popular for that. But done with the code, reaching over my own arm just a second. And in the 2mm, they're only £11.50. Code 21 if you wish to purchase the 2mm peridot. £11.50 is the price. I mean, that's great value for money in a 2mm round. Number 21 is your code and 20 for your 4mm. That's your 4mm. And then I should just lay that across there. Look, lovely. Anyone would have thought I was a professional at this. She said, dropping the tickets everywhere. 21 has gone to Lithos London. And I'm going to move off the peridot now. Oh, I'm very surprised it all snapped those 4mm up, I'm telling you. You'll be looking for them within a year. Someone's going to ask you and you'll go, oh no. So, right, next up, we've got your black obsidian. This is a brilliant staple. This is a great to have in stock all the time. Beautiful. So obsidian is a volcanic glass. So it's quite lightweight. So it's useful in a larger size because it's quite a lightweight bead. I've got 3 number 21s for Bridget, please. A 21 for Sheena. Yeah, it's also got high luster, so nice and shiny because it's glass. It takes a really good polish. And this is your black obsidian. So it does come in other colours, but this is very popular, just to have black obsidian within the jewellery. This is number 22, 10mm rounds, only £6.50 for your 10mm rounds. Just exceptional prices. They've done exceptional prices for us. Number 22 for your black obsidian 10mm rounds. Then I've got your 8mm rounds, which are number 23, £5.50 for black obsidian 8mm rounds. Number 23. If you wish to purchase more than one, you just have to times by the quantity that you require. So you type 23 and then put times 2 times 3 times 10, as many as you need. Sorry, I can't, try not to hiccup. We went to the theatre on Saturday to watch Phantom of the Opera, and as it started, I got hiccups.
Oh
I was like,
no.
no. Why? That's just mean, isn't it? Whoever did that, that's just mean. Nicola Bell for a 23, please. This is your 6mm, number 24, £4.50 for your 6mm, and your black obsidian smooth rounds, £4.50. And then your 4mm, £4, just £4 for the 4mm, and that is number 25 if you wish to purchase the 4mm black obsidians. So we'll just run through those codes again. 10mm is 22, 8mm is 23, 6mm is 24, and 4mm is 25. I've got a 24 for Nicola Bell, two 24s for Marge Morrison, and a 25 for Nicola Bell, please. That's the variations there in your size. A 22 for the Char 32. I've got two 24s for Jacqueline Brooks. Two 25s for Candice Tripp. You see how I tried to put them in order, Angela, and they just went out of order anyway. So then a 23 for Julie Gill Frisbee. A 25 for Sharon Edwards. It's sort Angela says it's Facebook. It chucks the comments out. It's probably true. Stacey Armstrong would like three 25s, four 23s for Bridget, please. The 6mm code, Shazane, is 24s. The Char would like a 24, please. So you've got all that lovely variety in size. We love black obsidian. Love it. Great gemstone. I like all the obsidians, really. Next, we've got your mookaite strands. So these are great. So mookaite is one of these gemstones where sometimes you see loads of it and it's really colourful like these strands. And sometimes it's like the dregs of the mookaite and you can't find any variation in colour and they're awful, awful strands. Or there's just not a lot around. So I presume I would imagine they mine it in batches and it comes into the market and then it leaves the low quality behind and then out comes another batch. Which would be sensible if you had a mine, supply and demand and all that. So we're going to bring it to you in an 8mm, 6mm, 4mm sizes. These are the strands with the lots of lovely colours. The material itself comes from Mooka, the Mooka region of Australia, and it's got these lovely, lovely colours. Do you know what, Rani? I was just thinking, or in my own head, not out loud, I hope Rani's okay because we haven't seen her this evening. So it's nice to see that you've come in. Thank you for joining us. Number 26 is your 8mm smooth round mookaite. So that's this larger size. And it's only £8 a strand. Number 26, 8mm round mookaite strand. Let me show you all the different colours, the cool patterns that you get. You could pair them up. You could do all sorts. Lovely. That's number 26, and that is £8. Tara's favourite is the burgundy mookaite. Yes, the burgundy's nice. I like the burgundy. I like the purple, the vibrant. Yeah, I like the purple tones that come in. I mean, I do really like mookaite. I've got a 26 for Catherine Woolard, Candice Tripp, one for Sheena. Whoops. They rolled away. That is the downside of working with round beads. Number 26, £8. Okay, let's move on to the next size. The code for your 6mm is 27, and they are £7 for your 6mm rounds. Code number 27, lots of purples in this strand for 6mm rounds. And then your 4mm rounds is code number 28 in the 4mm Mookites. Number 28, £6. Only £6 a strand. Lots of lovers. Tara said, appreciated your video on how they make the little beads on the shakers. Would never have guessed. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Thank you very much. I've got a 28th Candice trip. 2 for Hannah Sutheran, please. Number 28 is your code for your Mookite 4mm rounds. So that's all your sizes. I've got a 27 for Rani, a 26 for Julie Gill Frisbee, and a 28 for Rani. Loads of colours in there. I'll just give you those codes one more time. Your 8mm round is 26, your 6mm round is 27, and 28 is the 4mm round. Candice would like another 28, please. No, the rose quartz is coming back later, Stacey. Peridot we've done. We don't have black tourmaline in this live. We do have black obsidian. If you want black tourmaline, you can direct message in and I can see if I can add it into the order. Next is a moss agate beads. Now, this was a customer request, but I can't remember the customer. I think it was possibly during one of the Friday shows as a guess. And they wanted moss agate beads that wanted the moss agate and carnelian beads, which I couldn't get, but I could get these very nice moss agate beads. And these are from, if you purchase from us the moss agate and carnelian discs and the unusual the pendants that we did, this is from that shop which owns the moss agate and carnelian. So they're really, really lovely, lovely beads. I don't think we've seen moss agate quite this quality before. This is a high quality moss agate. We're bringing this one to you in an 8mm, 6mm and a 4mm. Yeah, can do, Stacey, no problem. Yes, Amazonite coming up. No Labradorite in this live, I'm afraid. So moss agate ready. £12.50 for your 8mm. And this, as I said, is a very high quality moss agate. So that is incredible value for money for your moss agate strand. Number 29 is your code, £12.50 for your 8mm size in the moss agate. We sell a lot of moss agate. I don't know if it's because it's one of the ones I like and that possibly comes across on the screen. I love anything with an inclusion like that, but it looks like it's got moss growing in it. I mean, that's clever, isn't it?
Pretty cool.
It is. It is a cool gemstone. It's got poly seal of approval there. Yeah, they're just really cool and something a little bit different. And if you get it in a lower quality, you tend to find that it's a bit more solid in colour. But these ones are awesome. See the translucency through all of them. So all the beads have got that really, really lovely moss effect. Now, it's not moss that's growing inside them. It just looks like moss. It is indeed a mineral, not... You can't get plants inside the earth. They don't grow there. So I've got number 29. 1 for Hannah Sutheran, 3 for Stacey Armstrong, 1 for Yvonne Vickers, 2 for Sheena, 1 for Candice Tripp, 1 for Tara Porter, 1 for Nikki Stevenson, 1 for Debbie Needham, 1 for Chris Puffer, 1 for Nicola Bell. Number 29 is your code, £12.50 for your 8mm rounds. I've got your 6mm round strand next. Again, same quality, same supplier here who has bought you the 6mm round. Let's try and see if it will focus on these beads. Doesn't want to focus, does it? There you are, that's a bit better. They're really cool. 6mm round, your code is 30, and that is £11. Wayne's really sorry. He says, I really wanted to be here at the start. Sorry, Wayne. I mean, you can watch it back. So moss agate 6mm round, £11. Number 30 is your code. I've got 1 for Hannah, 1 for Debbie Needham, 2 for Rachel Minshall Wilson, 3 for Stacey Armstrong, Number 30 is your 6mm round. And then the 4mm are so nice. I've got 2 number 30s Chris Puffer, 1 for Sandra Arnold, 2 for Nicola Bell. Look, aren't they cute? So even though they've got smaller, they've still managed to keep a really good amount of moss inside. They're really lovely. What a nice strand. This one is number 31, and that is your 4mm round moss agates, and they are £7.50. That's it. Yep, we've got 8mm. I'll bring that code for you in a second, Wayne, just a second. Number 31, £7.50 for your 4mm. I've got 2 for Desi. Hi, Desi. A 31 for Kate Minard. 2 for Rachel Minshall Wilson. 1 for Tony Davis. 5 for Stacey Armstrong. Angela has to do 5, just a second. 1 for Nicola Bell. 1 for Sharon Kenny. That is your 4mm round. I'm going to bring all those sizes back for you now. I've got a 31 for Rani, and I've got a 30 for Kate Minard as well, please. Okay, so you've got your 8mm, 6mm, 4mm there. Let's put them in the right order. I've got 31 for Sheena, 2 31s for Debbie Needham, if we haven't seen her already, and 2 31s for Hannah. I don't know if I've not seen you or it's not told me. They're not made as bracelets, Wayne. No, sadly not. If you direct message in for us, we can ask someone to quote you to have it made into a bracelet if you would like. We do have lots of stretchy bracelets though. If you want to look at stretchy bracelets one day, if you join us on a 9:30 on a Friday in the morning, then it's become a slight addiction of mine. We're going to get them on the website one day, honestly, but I might be buying all the premium beads in stretchy bracelet form, just accidentally. It just kind of happened. I didn't go shopping in China just for stretchy bracelets. So, right, okay, the codes. For your 4mm is number 31, £7.50. 6mm is number 30, £11. Or 8mm, number 29 for £12.50. So that's your 8mm code, Wayne. And they're your 8mm beads. They're very nice beads. Look at that. So 29 for your 8mm, 30 for your 6mm, and 31 for your 4mm. I've got Candice for number 31. All the gemstones strands are 38 centimetre strands. Thank you very much, Rani. How pretty is that? Aren't they cute and dainty with all that variation in the colour? They've called it an ombre strand. They've done a good job. I think it looks like a beautiful. You can't see it very well down there, so I do apologise. It's a beautiful variation look as they've made it go through the paler colours into the dark colours. Hi, Swati, how are you doing? This is lepidolite. It's a lepidolite, faceted cubes. And I think it's a lovely strand. 2mm faceted cubes. Really nice strand. Very slippery. So likes to run off. I'll try and get them. And they, as you can see there, they are a faceted cube. And they have gone to all of that effort to ombre the strand for you, which is lovely. So are you ready? Something really special. Number 32, only £12.50. Right, this is one of the ones where you need, oh, they're 3mm, I do apologise. You need to multi-purchase. I've not seen this as a strand before. It's a very well thought through strand, so not one that's going to be wildly available all the time. If you want a lepidolite faceted cube 3mm, then I would snap it up. I don't know when it will be back, if we will ever get it back in stock. They're all 38 centimetres, the strands, lengths, Blantons. They're all 38 centimetre strands. So multi-purchase away, snap them up, as many as you would like, and let's get that big juicy order placed, because I imagine that once they're gone, especially at this price. They're not going to last. People will order them in the hundreds for definite. So number 32, £12.50. So that is an out and out bargain, isn't it? A 3mm lepidolite, ombre lepidolite strand. Beautiful, beautiful strand. How many new beads do you do in the bead lives? Oh, Stacey, I mean, it can range from I don't know, one, if I find something really cool, to what do you reckon, Angela? 300. So, what do you reckon, Polly? 300
No idea.
strands.
A
We've
lot.
done maybe 300 strands in a night. So tonight there's about 70 new strands. So it is, it doesn't look a lot when you hang them up like that, but actually it's a lot of new strands. Yeah, then you look at it and think, oh, I want to put more. I said to Lisa, I want more on there. But that is a lot of beads, 70 new beads. That's okay. Number 32, Debbie Needham, Tony Davis, Kate Minard, Desi, 2 for Hannah, 1 for Carol Wilson, 1 for Sheena, 2 for Bridget, 1 for Juliana, Otter Laura, 1 for Lithos London, 2 for Candice Tripp, 1 for Anne Spedding, 1 for Julia Bryce. Is there a pop-up for the strands over the weekend? Debbie, you're not supposed to ask till the end. Yes, there is. So you can't lie, can I? Yes, there is going to be a pop-up shop for the strands over the weekend. So we will be adding them onto the website over the weekend in the section called pop-up shop, and then that will close on Sunday night. So if you've got any remorse that you haven't snapped them up, then you can find them on the website over the course of the weekend. But please don't stop that from making you purchase this evening, because otherwise I feel like I've wasted my evening. So we still want you to buy on the live show. It's very exciting. Number 32. £12.50 for your lepidolite faceted cube. Plus, I did the photography on the website, which means they're never going to look as good as they could. So you have to see them in real life for definite. And we'll also play them again. We'll play them again tomorrow morning at 9:30. Can we add them to this order? Yep. What will happen is you can place as many orders as you like on our website, Stacey. You could place 1 an hour, and we would collect them all up and put them into one order for you when it comes out to you, and refund any additional post and packaging. So if you want to log on in the morning, you'll probably receive an email saying the beads are now live on the website. If you want to be first in there before they run out, then all you have to do is place your order, get them secured. Then when your live show invoice comes in, just check that out as well. Pay the 2 lots of post and packaging, and we will refund any additional post and packaging. You'll only ever pay for the post and packaging that we are charged. So we spend a lot of time making sure everybody gets the correct post and packaging charge. If you want to hold it, so if you know that you're going to order next week from the Crystal Live and you're not desperate for them, well, these, you can't hold these. Take that all back. You can hold most other orders, but you can't hold this because this one is on the 6-week delivery period. So this one has to come out in one go. But if you, in the future, if you wanted to hold them, you could ask us to hold the orders and we'd ship them together as one lot. But with this one, which is on the 6-week delivery, we need you to purchase it as one, but we will combine them together. So order as many times as you want. If you wanted to order like just one strand an hour, you could do that. I don't think Lisa would be particularly pleased when she had to refund all the post and packaging, but it would be a fun day for you. So it's all right. Right, okay. Not wasted your time. I was just thinking about ordering more, says Debbie. Good for you, Debbie. Brilliant. Lepidolite in the cube. I've never seen that. Amazing. How have you been? I've been very well, thank you. How have you been? So there you go. Right, that's the lepidolite. It's gone now. Garnets next. Woo! This is your red garnet strand. It's always terribly difficult to get it to show up on the screen, but it is a red garnet. It's a deep red coloured garnet. It doesn't have a lot of translucency, but as you can see, it's extremely, extremely shiny because garnet is very, very shiny, has a very high luster. It's also a really heavy gemstone, so you get lots of garnet for your money when you buy garnet. Beautiful strand. We got this one for you in an 8mm and a 6mm. That's correct, yes. 8mm and 6mm. It is a very popular material. It is the birthstone of January, so always a good seller for everybody. And again, one that's recognised by the public. So if you wanted to put something into your collection of jewelry that is recognizable, this is a great one to add in. So we have got the 8mm strand that we're going to start with now. This is code number 33 and it is £14.50. £14.50, code number 33 for your garnet 8mm rounds. Number 33. And then for your 6mm, 34. You'd never guess. No, so normally you can't guess. So this is fun. No one's pre guessed yet. Number 34 is your 6mm round, only £12.50. That is genuine garnet, so £12.50. I've got 33s for Hannah Sutheran and Sheena, please. I've got 34s for Candice Tripp and Hannah. Yeah, good staples to have because there's going to be that customer who asks for the garnet piece of jewellery when you don't have it and we've not got any in stock. So I've got, 33 for Rani. Any large stones coming up? We have got 10mm, Tippy. We haven't already played them all, and we haven't got any 12mm in this. I thought to myself we should have put 12mm in. We haven't. But in the morning, I've got these rough fluorite nuggets, which are really big, but I couldn't get them into this live because I forgot to put them in, and then Lisa couldn't add them in for me. So they have to go on the morning, which is a 9:30 in the morning show. So you can join us for those. I've got a 34 for Tony, a 34 for Jacqueline Brooks, and a 34 for Kate Minard. Thank you. Loads of lovely gems. Just to recap those codes, the 8mm round is 33, £14.50, and the 6mm is 34, £12.50. If you do want a gemstone in a 12mm, so if say you wanted the rhodonite in the 12mm, Tippy, if you ask us, direct message us and ask us, we can get your price and add it into the order. So if you want us to see if it is available. Loving this strand, loving it, isn't it nice? This is a multi-aventurine strand. So aventurine is a type of quartz and it comes in all these really cool colours. So it's green, yellow, and they call this red, the orange one. I don't know why. They're never red. They're always orange in my head, but anyway, that's what they call it. So you get all these different shades of colour, and I love the shape, like a little hexagon bead. Loving that. This was the only one they've had in this shape, so this must be the pilot, so to see if it sells. But I think it's a really nice strand. Lots of different colour variation in there. I think that really sets the imagination off, doesn't it? And at the moment, when we're looking at the fashion jewellery that's around, you're seeing loads of mixed colours together and loads of mixed shapes. So lots of things like mixing rounds, rondelles, quirky shapes, putting them all together, different sizes, different shapes in one piece of jewellery. So if you're looking for something a bit different, then this is going to be it. This is going to add unusual shapes in. Now, Debbie says that she likes this shape, but she's just not a fan of aventurine. Not in all the colours, Debbie. I know what you mean about the aventurine, particularly some of the dyed green aventurine looks a little bit dull, but I do quite like this one. I like this one. I like the variety that's in there, right? And then you're going to like the price, okay? This is another one to multi-purchase. As I said, it's the only one that's come out so far in this shape. These are the latest shapes in the market. We were out in China in October, maybe? September, October time, I think it was. And this is a new shape since then. So, yes, you don't have to like them all, Debbie. There are a few that I don't like. I try not to think about them because I feel really guilty. I put on the stories about the chicken feet. And I was like, oh, you shouldn't say that, those poor chicken feet pearls. But, why? Anyway, people sent through. They didn't upload them into the story and shame themselves with the chicken feet. They privately messaged through all these pictures of the chicken feet jewellery. And most people called it coral. So they said they were coral pieces and you make them look like coral. And then I could see it a bit more. I thought, okay, now they maybe don't look so chicken feety. Did you see them in the stories?
No, but
No.
I imagine the chicken feet and then like
Yes, there's no, that's what they look like. So 2 for Tony Davis. I've got 2 for Nicola Bell. Yeah, like a cactus. That's true. Someone said they looked rude. And I was like, yeah, okay, maybe 1 or 2, not all of them. So I've got.
I need to see these now.
They're in the
I've got an
house. I know. I've
imagination.
had to put them in the house because I felt like Candy was going to come round and just come in and have a peep. So no, that's not true. Candy was like, "Can we have a preview? Can we have a preview?" No, they're in the house. I'll show you when we get back. So number 35, 3 for Hannah, 1 for Rachel Munchell Wilson, 1 for Julie Gill Frisbee, 1 for Juliana, 2 for Candice. Debbie said the post really made her laugh. I felt so sad. I don't like it when, and I'm the one who criticised everyone for slagging off the gemstones. I'm like, don't slag off the gemstones. So number 35, right, just people. £9.50 a strand. It is a really, really good value for money, that strand. And it's totally different to all the strands you've ever seen before it. So do keep that. Yeah, you can make loads of pieces of really cool jewellery with that. Even if you put on the stretchy bracelet and then you could put on other round beads, it would really quirk up. That's a true term. Your stretchy bracelet. Number 35, £9.50. Tony said they look like alien feet. I just like the fact that nobody dare actually message it back in the stories. So one customer sent me loads of AI images of what to do with them. And I was like, wow, that's a good use of AI. I've never managed to get the AI to work that well. Debbie says we need to see chicken feet jewellery. Come on, nobody dare post it. The strand is 38 centimetres, Marjorie. All the strands 38 centimetres. Sharon has listened and she's picked a 35. Lovely, thank you. Right, let's move on then. Thank you very much. Right, next we have got a beautiful coloured gemstone. It's the gemstone I was out mining at the end of last year, so it is now one of my favourite gemstones, as you can imagine. And this is Apatite, and we're bringing it to you in the neon colour. So this is naturally this blue. And I did pick up lots of little bits of rough apatite while I was out in Namibia, but they haven't been shipped over yet. So we might wait months for them to come. But this is the material. This isn't the one I mined, unfortunately, because I haven't managed to get that yet. But this is the same material. So it is your neon apatite. Naturally, this beautiful, beautiful, vivid blue. You can see it straight away will stand out in any jewellery that you create. It's just beautiful. Apatite is a very soft gemstone. If you're going to use it in a bracelet form, I suggest you protect it. So either use a larger bead to try and stop it getting knocked. That's what you're looking for. It's very soft, so it will easily scratch. So it wouldn't necessarily shatter like a fluorite might, but it will easily scratch. So try and keep it a little bit protected. Tony says this is the colour of her lounge. What, all the walls? Wow, Tony, you can guess what colour my lounge is. It's beige, like the rest of the house. But in my mind, I'd love this colour in my lounge. And then when I'd come to it, I would just die inside and everything is beige and white. That's it. I can't do it. I just can't do it. You're very brave.
Saturday morning decision. Wake up and you're like, I'm going to paint a lounge blue.
Yes, that sounds like a good Saturday morning moment. I'm with you there. All the accessories, neon apatite colour. Do they call it apatite colour when you buy them? I feel they should. I once didn't buy a car because it was blue. It was a Peugeot and they called it emerald. And I was like, what? Just what? You have not done your market research? No, that's it. Blue apatite, smooth rounds, 8mm, number 36, 22.50.
Other than that, you love the car, but you're just like, no.
I know, not the colour. The colour of a car is really important, I think, because when someone says, what car have you got? I can say a blue one. um, so it's true, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
So what else do you need to know? That's it. And having a brightly coloured car is handy because you don't lose it in the car park. So I think that's a lot to be said for a bright coloured car.
why I need a neon green car.
You do. My mother-in-law's got a neon green car. She genuinely has. Yeah,
yeah.
this tiny, I don't know, it's a little Hyundai or something, and it is vivid green, vivid.
Any colour and go purple.
Purple car. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. 36. Just one for Hannah. That's it. You do. I think we should all go to Tony's house and look at her lounge. We could paint every room, Tony, as a different gemstone. Number 37 is your 6mm. This one is 1450 a strand. Oh, they call it teal. Yes. Yes, I can see that. Yeah, teal. 37 is your code, 6mm round, £14.50 for your neon appetite. It's very, very nice colour. £14.50. I've got one for Sandra Arnold, thank you. One for Hannah. Tony's got different colours in all her rooms.
I'm gonna say, wait till I get a house. I'm gonna just paint it all fun colours.
Are you? That's like my sister's house. And, you know, I'm all white and beige and can't cope with the colour. And then my sister, if anyone does follow her on social media, she did come up earlier. She probably once every other month changes the colour of her kitchen wall. And it's like vivid pink. At the moment, it's bright orange. And then she draws murals all over her house. So she strips the wallpaper and then she draws this, whatever is in her head, on the wall.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, and she lets her son draw it on his bedroom walls and all sorts. Anyway, this what last I know, I'm just like, oh, but yeah, no, but it looks really good. And the last one she did on her social media, she drew this enormous flower that went down the hall that just went, and it was just incredible. I was like, you're so talented, you're so talented and brave. So 37 for Tony Davis, Nicola Bell, Sheena, and a 36 for Julie Gill Frisbee. Tony's kitchen is lime green. Wow. My friend's got a lime green kitchen. Well, she did have last time I was there. 38, 4mm, £12.50. £12.50, guys, for a lovely, vivid gemstone strand. Natural colour, in your appetite, £12.50. Number 38 is your code, and that is your 4mm round beads for £12.50. There's nothing else to say about that one, really, probably because I've said a lot. I've got a 38 for Desi. I'll just run back through those codes for you. 36 is your 8mm, 37 is the 6mm, and 38 is the 4mm. I've got a 38 for Julia Bryce. Lovely. Right, and we're going to stick with the appetite. My appetite comes in all sorts of different colours. And this is a lovely green appetite. Look at the colour in there. Beautiful, isn't it? Very nice. I've got a 38 for Hannah. And we've only got one size. We've only found one of this one. Again, whether it's a test, I don't know, as to why they've only made one size. But a very, very nice colour in your appetite there. This one is your 8mm, and it is £18.50. So a very unusual strand. I've not seen just a plain green appetite like that. So number 39, £18.50. This will be soft as well, Stacey. Yeah, so all appetite is a soft gemstone. So as I said, it's not that it's not suitable. You just need to think about protecting it. If it's going into a piece of jewellery, that might get knocked. So in a bracelet or in a ring. If you're going to put it in earrings or pendants, it's going to be absolutely fine. So don't worry about it at all. Number 39 for Hannah and one for Anne Spedding. One for Yvonne Vickers and one for Nicola Bell. Lounge grey walls, but neon blue accessories. Bathroom is teal. Bedroom is black and red. And the hallway is deep purple. Wow. Yeah, how amazing. 39, £18.50 for your green appetite. Right, next up, I did mean to split these up actually, but now we've put them together. These are your amethyst. So amethyst comes in a whole variety of different colours. One day, I've got a 39 for Desi, please. One day, I'm going to do a video just about your options in amethyst. This is one of the tricky ones where if you're trying to buy on the internet, it's very hard to tell to compare one to another. So these are both amethyst. As you can see, they look totally different. And I could probably come up with another 10 varieties of amethyst that would also look totally different in bead strands. So the color of the bead is important, or the patterns in the bead. So the beads that we go for are the very, very chocolate box purple is what we go for if we're going for a translucent amethyst. So as you can see, this one translucent being that the light can go through it, so the light passes through it. So this is that beautiful, got the beautiful depth of purple color, very nice, very uniform, not heavily included, a real nice clarity to it. This is a very nice, but still affordable purple amethyst bead. And then if we just compare that to what is called chevron amethyst, sometimes called dog's tooth amethyst, you can see that now it's not necessarily about the purple color. Now it's all about the pattern. And as the amethyst grows, it grows in a particular formation, and as it grows in the earth, the elements, the sort of chemicals that are present change around it and change the colors and the growth patterns. And you can see in this bead particularly, which is very, very cool, you're getting all of these chevron patterns within the amethyst. So sometimes people only want the solid purple, that's what they're after. And sometimes they want the really cool patterns. This one we call chevron amethyst. It is sometimes called dogtooth amethyst as well. And again, because of those angles in which the amethyst grows. They're both, similar in value in these qualities. Again, if you're trying to compare against the internet or against other sellers, it's difficult because you can tweak and filter all of the amethyst to be whatever colour you want. So making sure you are using a supplier that you trust and that you know that you're going to get a quality, the quality you're looking for and the right quality that you're paying for is really important. So we've got both varieties for you here this evening. If you've got any questions about the gemstones, do feel free to ask. Right, so that's these ones, isn't it? So we're going to start with the really beautiful purple. This is an African amethyst. So gorgeous, gorgeous colours. This one is your 8mm round, number 40, £16.50. £16.50 for your 8mm round. And your lovely deep purple colour. This is that is a gorgeous, gorgeous strand. Then you've got your 6mm rounds, which I've got number 40 for Hannah Sutheran, thank you. In your 6mm round, this is number 41 for £12.50. So now becoming a lot more affordable in the smaller size, but still keeping that beautiful colour and beautiful clarity. I've got a 40 for Anne Spedding, please. This is 41. And I think I did once put in the stories, which one do you prefer, and got everyone to do a little poll. But I think a lot of people like them both. I personally like them both. I think they're a different customer, aren't they? A different look on your jewelry as well. This can be very regal, and the chevron. It just is design led, isn't it? I feel like the chevrons are leading you to think about what to do with the piece. I've got 41 for Hannah, 1 for Anne Spedding, and 3 for Stacey Armstrong. This is your 4mm round. So this is the last size I've got for you today. Yeah, Tony likes them both. So it's not just me, so that's good. Number 42, £11.50 for your 4mm round. A 41 for Bridget. A 42 for Hannah. Lovely, lovely strands. Such nice colours. Yeah, you could mix them together. Yeah, that would look great, wouldn't it? 41, I've got 2 for Kate Minard. 42 for Kerry Reese. Please, could you make sure you direct message us with your email address, Kerry? 42, 3 for Stacey Armstrong. 2 42s for Kerry, please. A 42 for Anne Spedding. Gorgeous, aren't they? Okay, so I'll just run through those codes just in case. 8mm, £16.50. 41 is your code for your 6mm, £12.50. and 42 is the code for your 4mm, 11.50. Right, you're now going to see a difference in the price point of the chevron amethyst. So this is your selection. We've got 4 different sizes for you here. So let's start with the 10mm round. So the 10mm round, the great thing about the chevron amethyst is the bigger the bead, the cooler the pattern. So you find some really cool patterns within your 10mm round strand. We try and make sure that all our strands have usable beads. So you should get, look at that one, with a triangle in the middle. You should get chevrons within all of the beads, definitely the bi-colours. They are a nice quality amethyst, affordable amethyst strand. That's what we specialise in here at Charmers Gems, is high quality, affordable gemstones. This is your chevron amethyst 10mm, and that is £9.50. So the price between your chocolate box purple versus your chevron is a large difference in price. So this is for your 10mm. 43 is the code. Again, if you wish to multi-purchase, just times by the quantity that you require. The chevron are actually the harder to get. So because to get a consistent quality can be really, really tricky. So our suppliers know that we don't want beads that have got little to no patterning. We want the high quality pattern beads. They wouldn't even consider offering me the tat that comes out. Look at that one. It's absolutely brilliant. And as I said, the great thing about the 10mm size is it really allows the beads to show off the patterns. So you get some really, really good patterns. There's number 43. I've got one for Anne Spedding, one for Catherine Woolard, and one for Nicola Bell. That's your 10mm. We've got your 8mm up next. So still cool patterns in there. And a nice colour. I've got a 43 for Tara Porter. And this is just £9 a strand for your 8mm, number 44. 2 for Wendy Garrett on the 43s, please. Hi, Wendy. £9. 44 is your code, and that is your 8mm round. And although it's not as vivid, the purple colour of the first strand, it's still really purple. You're not looking at a rubbish strand. So number 44, I've got one for Nicola Bell, one for Jacqueline, and that's your 8mm, your 6mm. Again, lots of lovely chevrons in there. I've got Wendy for a 44, please. The 6mm is number 45, and that is £7.50. Number 45 for £7.50 a strand. For your 6mm. One for Catherine. One for Nicola Bell. And then that last size is your 4mm. And they are code number 46. I've got 2 for Kate Minard on the 45s, please. This is your 46, which is your 4mm. I've got 43 for Holly Darko. A 45 for Hannah. 46 is your 4mm chevron amethyst, and that is just £6.50 a strand. So £6.50. Still keeping those lovely colour variations in there. Chevrons, where they can get chevrons. It is much harder in the smaller size to get the chevrons to show, but still a nice, affordable strand. I've got a 2 46s for Wendy, one for Nicola Bell. Oops. Okay, let's pop those away. I'll just give you the codes just in case. You've got 43 is 10mm at £9.50. 44 is your 8mm at £9. 45 is your 6mm at £7.50. And 46 is the 4mm at £6.50. 46, 2 for Hannah Sutheran. Thank you. Thank you very much. Next up, we've got, I'm just going to switch the codes round, please. Doing 51, 52 next. Andrew, if that's all right. We've got Amazonites for you now. So Amazonites have actually got in two different qualities, and I'm going to start with a higher quality. This one is just an unusual find of Amazonite, sorry. So you can see here that this is quite a bright green colour. So it's a very nice quality Amazonite, and it sits at a higher price point than the mixed Amazonite, which is one of our staples that we'll be bringing you shortly. But I think if anyone's looking for something a little bit special in their Amazonite, then this is the one. So this is the 10mm size, and I've only got a 10mm and an 8mm in this one. So I've got 51 is the code. This is £14.50 for your mixed, for your Amazonite smooth round 10mm. That one is code 51. Could Wendy have a strand of the full purple amethyst, which I can't remember the number of, please? Would you like Polly to get you the code? No, she got it. Thank you very much. 51 is your bright amethyst 10mm round strand, 14.50, and then 8mm as well is number 52 for £12.50, and that is your 8mm Amazonite. So these are really lovely bright colours, a little bit different to the mixed strands that we normally bring you. I've got a 51 for Anne Spedding, and this one is 52. Nice and vivid. Lovely colour. This has got to go with one of your bedrooms, Tony. This is duck egg blue, I do think. That's what it would be called if it were a duvet. So 52 for Hannah Sutheran. Nice strands. Right, I'm going to move on to the multi-Amazonite, which is a very affordable version of Amazonite. So I've got 52 for Chris Puffer, thank you. And these are your mixed Amazonite. So here in these strands, as you can see, you get a variety of colorways. So each strand comes with the greens, not quite as vivid as that previous color, but the pastel greens, the blues right through to the caramels, and all the different colors that the feldspar comes in. So, and it's nice, isn't it? It's a beautiful variation of colour in each strand. So we're going to start with your 10mm. This is your 10mm strand. Bridget would like a 52, please. This one is 47, and it's only £8 for your 10mm strand. So a big difference in the price, but this is your more it's a more common multi-Amazonite. The first Amazonite is hard to get hold of, so you don't see it very often. Number 47 for your 10mm round. I've got one for Anne for just £8, one for Candy's Trip. Nice colours though, always a popular strand. 8mm round is number 48, and that is £6.50. 8mm round, mixed Amazonite or multi-Amazonite, £6.50. Okay, and then we've got the 6mm round, which is number 49 for £5.50. I've got a 47 for Susan Catling. This is 49 for £5.50. I've got 48 for Rani, 48 for Susan. Oh, Angela said. Oh, no. Oh, no. Angela's got technical issues. What do you need me to do, Angela? Talk, she says. Just waffle on, she says. Is that what I specialise in? So I'm just going to put that down. It is number 50, but Angela's got technical issues and her computer's completely crashed. So just give her a minute because she's got to find a magical solution. So now's the time to ask any questions you like about gemstones. So I have something to talk about. Otherwise, I'll just start talking about random stuff, which is as you know. Did you say these will be on tomorrow morning? I'm not able to fully concentrate. Yes, they're going to be on tomorrow morning, Sandra, but make sure you're on time tomorrow morning because I've got to do it really fast without too much chatter because I have to organise the entire office for the party on Saturday. So I'm not going to be live for hours and hours as I normally am, honestly. So yeah, we'll get in, we'll get on with it, and get out. So just bear with us because Angela's just got a problem with her computer, and of course that is absolutely crucial because we document all of your invoicing on the computer. So that's it. Has it saved? Angela's hoping it's saved. Don't worry. Did you have a good birthday? Rani says. I had an interesting birthday, Rani. I had a really good meeting in the morning with some exciting stuff behind the jewellery. So I was really pleased with that meeting and met some lovely people. So that was good. Went out for lunch with a friend, and then I had to go and do school stuff, which was, to be honest, just quite depressing. So the cost of university is not a fun thing to talk about. Yes, so not. It could have been improved, let's face it, but it was hard. So I haven't managed to see any of my friends. I haven't managed to see any of my family, but never mind. Can you get cross-shaped gemstones? Well, they don't come out of the earth cross-shaped, Sharon, but we can cut them into crosses. Yes, if you'd like to order some, just let us know. You can go onto a special part of our website that's called something like bespoke your jewellery. Let me see what it's actually called. I haven't got our website up. I've only got the new website. Just a second. Let me see. Let me see what it's called. But yes, bespoke. See, I was right. If you go onto the bespoke part and just put in there that you would like to some cross-shaped gemstones, then we will get a quote to have them cut for you. So, when is the podcast out? Desi, let's not talk about podcast. So the podcast is just driving me insane. So I fell out because the kids call me a Karen. I'm sorry, all the Karens out there. I fell out with the podcasting company because they were incompetent, and so Angela had to get involved. And although I got there in the end. They charged me £500 for something that was called Teams, where you couldn't invite another team member. And I was like, what? I thought it was about a team. And they're like, no, you can't put another team member in. Well, why have you called it Teams? I don't know. And you have to pay another £500 for another team member to come in. And anyway, it was mind blowing. And we got the money refunded. But it has halted the process. Anyway, today Emily is on it. So hopefully really soon is the answer, Desi. I would like to change my garnet from 34 to 33. Oh no, Jacqueline, you're going to have to hang in there. Both obsidian. Okay, she's back online. She's just got to catch back up. What's your white whale gemstone? Do I have a white whale gemstone? I don't know, Candice. I'm trying to think what I've got in a whale. Where have you seen a white whale gemstone? Let me know. Do you have any heart-shaped beads in stock, just out of interest? Maybe. Kerry, we might, if you direct message us, we might have some rose quartz and we might have some tiny little lepidolites, or they might have been phosphos. We might have, is the answer. If you direct message in, if you ever want to know, because behind the scenes of Charmers Gems, there are thousands of gemstones that you don't know are here because we don't tell you. So if you just send us a message in, Lisa will say, yes, we've got that, or no, we haven't. Marie, is green angelite totally different to blue angelite? Looks really different to me. It's not just the colour. So I'm not unaware that angelite comes in. It does come in green because they just found it. Yeah, I think it. So if they're calling it angelite candy, then as a mineral, it tests as the same mineral as the blue angelite. It's just the colouring element is different, making it different colour. So yes, if you bought it or you ask, I think we might have sold green angelite. So then we would have said it is angelite as a mineral, and then it just comes out. But bring it with you, and I'll have a look. That's a good idea. Bring it with you on Saturday. Like your most coveted gemstone. She's nearly there. What is my most coveted gemstone? Oh, that's a really tricky one. My most the one that always seems to get away. Watermelon tourmaline is a pain in the neck. because everyone wants the very specific look of watermelon tourmaline that's really, really, really hard to find, and then nothing around it. So that's quite hard. Any unusual garnet, I'm always looking for, always, always. I've let a few slip away. When I was in Namibia, I was offered these absolutely incredible spessartine garnet rough, and I was just stupid. I was stupid. And I stood there and said, oh no, I don't think so. Knowing that I'm never going to see this guy ever again. And they were really unusual. And I really, really regret not buying them because I could have had them cut. And it was just so foolish. It was foolish. Don't let the gemstones get away. Yeah, I don't know what came over me just in a moment. I don't know. So yeah, so there's probably a million more candies that I can do. Right, okay, lovely. Angela must be nearly there. She's nearly there. I'm going to do the done, Jacqueline. Lovely. Jacqueline, she's done all your requests, so that's done. I'm going to read out the 47s and 48s. Just checking, Angela's just checking. And Spedding, Candy's Trip. I've got Susan Catling in the 47s. On the 48s, I've got Rani, Susan Catling, and then in the 49s, Kate Minard, Anne Spedding, 2 for Bridget, 1 for Susan. I've got 2 50s for Lorraine Hadrell. Okay, right, yay, we're up to date. Woo! Sorry about that, everybody. Little technical hiccup there. That's the delight of being live, isn't it? Thank you. Thank you for entertaining questions, though. Next up, a 48 for Anne Spedding as well, please, said. This is the rose quartz. So you will have seen these videos on our social media as well. So I'm very particular when it comes to rose quartz because I personally feel there's nothing more irritating. Maybe more irritating was Morrison's playing Mary Poppins music while I was doing my shopping. But there's nothing more irritating in the world of gemstones than getting your rose quartz, taking the insanely pink string that they insist on putting in it out, and then losing the colour of your rose quartz. There's nothing more irritating than that. So we go out of our way to make sure that we purchase and supply you with a very pink rose quartz. So it's important that it's pink and it's not dyed. Lots and lots of rose quartz is dyed. So always be aware of that as well. And think of the price. If it's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. So we're going to bring you this one in the 10 mil, 8 mil, 6 mil, 4 mil. You do have to normally wait for us to get this in stock because it's not always available in our quality. But these are nice. So we're happy with them. Right, this is your 10 millimeter, number 53, £7.50 for your 10 millimeter natural rose quartz in a 10 mil. £7.50. Would definitely say multi-purchase. These look gorgeous, Jacqueline says. Thank you. And number 53, 10 millimeter is the code for your rose quartz. Number 53, one for Anne Spedding. And lots of people wait for the rose quartz. And that's such a good price as well. We've got the 8 millimeter, which is a very popular size. 8 millimeter round rose quartz. So I always suggest that when you're looking to purchase rose quartz, and again, difficult if you're doing it on the internet, a bit easier if you're doing it on a live, but try and look away from the string. So try not to take the string into consideration, and then so look between the string and the top at the actual body color. It's like diamond grading, the actual body color of the material rather than as an overall look, and check it is pink. 53 for Nicola Bell, 2 53s for Susan Catling, and 1 for Rani. Thank you. 8 millimeter, the code is 54. It's just £6.50. So £6.50 for your 8 millimeter round natural rose quartz. Number 54. Bargain, isn't it? £6.50 a strand. All again, the 38 centimetre strands, number 54, £6.50. Recommend multi-purchasing that one as well. I'll keep going because I think there's a lag. And then 6 millimetre, I've got 5 for Stacey Armstrong, 2 for Chris Puffer on the 54s, 1 for Rani, 55 is 6mm, and that's just £5.50 a strand for your rose quartz. 6mm, number 55 at £5.50. I've got 5 55s for Stacey, a 54 for Nicola Bell. It is such a good price, thanks, Rani. 6mm, 3 55s for Chris Puffer, 3 for Nicola Bell, and then the last size is, they look nice,
Yeah.
54, 56, I'm lying. 50, what have I done? I don't know where I got to. 55, so I'm going to go 3 for Chris Puffer, I might have said that. 3 for Nicola Bell, 1 for Lorraine Hadrell. Love your rose quartz, Stacey says. The pink is lush. Thank you very much, Stacey. Number 56 is your 4mm, and this is £4.50. Now, this one's got an inclusion in, but I think it's dendrite, so we're going to forgive them. Just a minute. What is it? Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
We don't normally allow inclusions, but one snuck in there. But anyway, sorry about that. One might have an inclusion in it. 56, 2 for Nicola Bell, and that is your 4mm just for £4.50. Great value for money. We've asked them not to do the pink string thing, but unfortunately, it's out of habit because everybody does it. 2 for Hannah, 2 for Lorraine Hadrell, 5 for Stacey Armstrong, and that is your 4mm. And that's the end of the rounds. So we're done with the round beads now. So we are going to revisit the peridot for somebody earlier. Somebody asked me to come back to that later. But for now, we're going to move on to some slices. I'll just run through these codes for you again. Thank you very much. 10mm is 53. 8mm is 54. 6mm is 55. I've got 2 55s from Marge Morrison, please. And 4mm is 56. Lovely. Right. The next shape was a customer request. The customer can shout and let us know who, if they wish to be named, but I wasn't going to name them if they didn't want, just in case they didn't want to be, who sent a photo in requesting that we look for some particular shapes. Now, that's fantastic for me because I have to come up with a hell of a lot of gemstones to show you all. And sometimes I run out of inspiration. So if you ever see anything and you think, I really like that shape, then please do send it through because it's really helpful to me. So the one that she sent was a red version of this. So I've brought this to you now. There are 6 colorways, I think, 6 colorways. So you've got 6 options in these slices. It was Candice. It was you, Candice. You've outed yourself. So Candice just sent some photos saying, I love these. Can you get hold of them? And this is what happened. So then we did. We got 6 different versions. So we're going to bring them to you today. I think they're really affordable, lovely strands. The spaces here are going to be little plastic or glass spaces, but actually quite cool, quite quirky. As I said, the fashion seems to be at the moment to mix and match your shapes, to use organic shapes alongside very uniform shapes like the rounds, and sort of to keep everything moving with all the different colours. So I think these are absolutely perfect and they hit the nail on the head here. So thank you to Candice. And they're only £7.50 a strand, which is brilliant value for money. Absolute brilliant. So these are your Mukai. We've called them slices. They're quite a chunky slice. And I've said they're 8 by 10mm, but you are going to get variation there because they're organic sizing. They're not a uniform size. So this is 57 and this is your Mukai. And in your Mukaites, you get your burgundies, your purples, your mustards, your beige, all of the different colours in there as well. So definitely snap these up. We've seen some similar slices at Charmers Gems, but not in these particular, not quite as chunky as these, I don't think. I think they're quite fun. So I've got 2 for Wendy Jones, 1 for Tony Davis, and 2 for Candice Tripp. I'll go through all the different ones for you. We've got a tiger's eye slice here for $7.50. It doesn't have the same quality of chatoyancy as our round beads, but you can see that it still does have a nice amount of chatoyancy. I've got 57 for Nicola Bell, a 57 for Julie Gill Frisbee. So this is your tiger's eye. You can see this is not a horrible quality strand. It's a nice quality tiger's eye. That's my husband saying he loves the way you move. Just saying. So 58, 57, 2 for Susan Catling. I've got 58 Tiger's Eye. Again, great for your mates, for men, but also for ladies. Just a different bracelet. If you made that into a stretchy bracelet, just different to the round ones. Something different, everybody. One for Nicola Bell. Definitely recommend Walty purchasing. I don't know because I had to ask them to go and hunt them for me, and they came back and said, "Here you go." And I think they did a really good job. So it wasn't. I've not seen them until they landed here. So yes, I think they did do a really good job. I don't know if there's any volume of these. I don't know. 58, £7.50. They're definitely very affordable though, aren't they? That's your tiger's eye. You've got your red jasper now, which was the original inquiry. 2 for Susan Catling. I don't know. And the 57s. I'm not sure if I saw that, but yes. And Nick LaBelle on 58 and Tony on 58. It was so recent, Candice said. I can't believe you found them. You hit me just at the right time, Candice, as I was about to place the order. So it was all good. Number 59 is your red jasper. They're approximately 8 by 10 millimeters on your 38 centimeter strand, but there are spaces in there, so keep that in mind. 59, £7.50. They're all £7.50. All the options. Again, lovely. They look really nice just with the spaces, don't they? Make a nice bracelet. A 59 for Tony Davis. Rani says, good evening, Carl. We're missing you. When are you coming to do a live? I think he could take one, don't you, Rani? He could take a live. So I don't know. One for Nicola Bell. He was supposed to come in today to put a plug socket in for me. But he hasn't done that. However, he did spend an hour trying to fix my drill. So I can't moan too much, can I? 2 for 50, 259s for Candy's trip. That would look good mixed with red goldstone. Yes, that would look lovely, wouldn't it? Agreed. 59 red jasper. Then, thank you very much. We have got a green aventurine. We've got a 59 for Julie Gill Frisbee. Two 59s for Susan Catling. This is your green aventurine strand. Again, £7.50. Nice colour of green. And that is number 60 for your green aventurine. Number 60.
I love the little display. It's so cute.
Yeah, it's really nice. Mick made it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? 1 for Tony Davis. 2 for Nicola Bell. Oh, Carl says he'll do a live, but everything will be £1. So Angela's not going to like that, Carl. You know, will you pay us to do the live, Carl? So yeah, we've got Hannah for 1, number 60. Anyone else for green aventurine? I like the green aventurine. Now this next one is a great example of why you have to be very careful buying gemstones. The number 60 for Julie Gill Frisbee. Get Carl in now, Beverly says. That's it. Don't encourage him in, Beverly. It's not. He's got to go collect Teddy from Squash, have you, Carl? Yeah. Right. So this one, there's a story to this one. There's always a story, isn't there? This one, they said, is yellow jade. You don't really get a lot of yellow jade, so that in itself was a bit of a flag. So it arrived, and I presumed it would be yellow aventurine. So I said to Lisa, type on the ticket, yellow aventurine. And when it came, I picked it up and I was like, oh, it's not yellow aventurine. And I don't think it's yellow jade. So I emailed the supplier, and all the gemstones we buy actually go to a laboratory before we buy them to have them tested. And so I emailed and I said, could you tell me what the lab report came back? Does it come back and say this is yellow jade? Because it doesn't look like yellow jade to me. And they came back say it says it's yellow quartzite jade. So I was like, so it's quartzite. And they were like, yeah, well, it's quartzite jade. I'm like, well, no, it's not. it's quartzite. So this, Lisa had to amend the ticket to quartzite slices, yellow quartzite slices, £7.50. It's really pretty. It's kind of a honey colour, and it's got a lovely it's a really nice and opaque. It's a very, very nice colour and a very nice strand, but it's important that we tell you what it actually is, not what we want it to be. So this is yellow quartzite, £7.50, and it's code number 61. So that's it. So Carl can sell everything for £1, Jacqueline says, if he covers the difference. He could, yeah, that's fine. One for Tony Davis, 4 for Candice, 1 for Helen Gray, and 2 for Nicola Bell.
I'll do that live. There'll be plenty of sellouts.
There would, it'd be sellout central, Polly. Polly says she'll help you. So yellow quartzite slices, 61, and that is £7.50.
Thank you.
And then the last one, a 61 for Julie Gill Frisbee, 2 61s for Nicola Bell, is your rose quartz. Again, nice. It's not very, very pale rose quartz. It's probably slightly paler than our beads, but still a nice rose quartz. And this one is 62, £7.50. Wendy Jones would like a number 61, please. Number 62, £7.50 for your rose quartz. There you go. I'll put it on the hand so you can see. Number 62. And that's all of the slices. They were a lovely addition. Thank you very much, Candice, for the brilliant inspiration. 62 for Hannah Sutheran, 1 for Tony Davis, 1 for Debbie, and 2 for Nicola Bell. Number 62, 8 by 10 millimeter slices, £7.50. Beautiful. Right. That's the end of the slices. Now, with Candice's request for slices, she also put a request in for a multi-coloured gemstone strand. 62s. Oh, wait a minute now. Have I done the 62s? Where did I get to? But one. Right, one for Julie. Wait a minute. So I've got 62. I've got Hannah Sutheran, Tony Davis, Debbie Needham, 2 for Nicola Bell, 1 for Julie Gill Frisbee. I feel like it jumped somebody in there when I was not looking. And then 61, I've got Sandra Arnold's popped up. And 57 for Hazel Westwater, please. Right, Hazel Westwater. So this one is so the photo that Candice sent me was of a multicolored gemstone strand. So I put the request out, and this one was quite a last minute, as Candice said, it was quite a last minute. So they sent me this strand, but I have to tell you that a lot of these gemstones are dyed. There are actually some man-made materials in there. So you see these bright blue, these are going to be something like a dyed magnesite. So this one we have caveated by saying this malachite is not real malachite. So this is a multi-stone rondelle strand because I can't identify all of these beads. But it's a lot of fun, isn't it? It is a lot of fun, isn't it? It's like, and it does the job, I'm sure, for what you're trying to do with it. And it's very affordable as well. So, yeah, so some of them are going to be dyed. Like, as I said, the malachite's definitely not real. I can't sit and identify each and every one and double check them. So we're just going to say that they are likely to be treated. So I think they are I'm going to change it from mixed gem to multi-stone rondelles. So yes, as I think most of them are going to have some sort of treatments applied. But if you're after that look and you want to, it's really popular, isn't it, with pearls? I see it all the time when they put pearls with all of these colourful beads or other gemstones. Then so long as you're disclosing it, just not as gemstones, just as stones, or you can work out which one's which. It's not going to be a problem. I've got one for Agnes. Have you finished your jewellery workbench? Well, Beverly, it's very funny that you mentioned that because I bought I didn't buy it. I was given a very old, over 100 years old jewellery workbench. And last summer I decided that I was going to put it in my kitchen when I had my kitchen refurbished. And so I had it, I sanded it and made it look a bit better than it was because it's very old. And then it was missing its metal plates. So my brother-in-law took it away, and for Christmas he put the metal plates on. So I'd totally forgotten, and he brought it back and gave it to me for Christmas, and he put the metal plates on. So that was very excited. So I asked Carl to put it up because it needs to be sort of fixed into the kitchen, and he didn't do that. And so for my birthday, which was this week, his gift to me was to put up the bench. I was like, how has this become a birthday gift? That now you installing a piece of furniture is the gift that you didn't buy or make or have anything to do with. You did put the legs on, but the legs are no good. They have to be replaced. So yeah, so the answer, Beverly, is quite topical because on Wednesday Carl installed the workbench. And all I can say is that people 100 years ago, or however old this bench is, we know it is really, really old, were very small because it is. The tinier you sit in, if you don't know, jewellery benches, you sit in a little semicircle and then you put your leather in there and they're tiny, the little gaps. But we're going to fit, aren't we, Polly?
Yeah.
There's two.
Fun.
So we're right in there. I've been waiting for Polly to come so she can see it. Yes. So one for Bridget and one for Nicola. Oh, sorry. He did put up the lights. Again, we'd had the light since the summer. But he also put up the light for my birthday. I haven't ordered the correct light glass fittings, but thank you very much, dear. I do appreciate it. I'm only teasing you. So no, I'm very grateful that I couldn't do it myself, could I? So I am very grateful he's done it. Number 63 is your multi-stone strand. Okay, that's all the strands, everybody. We're going to revisit the peridot because somebody asked me to revisit the peridot. So we've got peridot 4mm rounds, which is number 20, and that is 29.50 for the peridot 4mm rounds in a very lovely deep colour. And then the 2mm rounds are number 21 for 11.50. And that is your 2mm round peridots. Excellent. Now, the news is that they're all going to go onto the pop-up shop over the course of the weekend. So over the course of the weekend, they will go onto the pop-up shop. And if you wish to add any to your purchase, you can purchase multiple times from the website and check out your live show invoices. And then, as I said earlier, we will always refund any additional post and packaging. So we'll get these onto the pop-up shop for you. Could we see the sunstone again, please? Which is orange, and it was near the beginning. So yeah, and then you can go on to the pop-up shop. So that's quite exciting. You can tell your friends, spread the Charmers Gems love. Do remember there is that estimated delivery period. Yes, it was quite hard to see these earlier, Helen, wasn't it? So they are fabulous. Look at the sparkliness in there. Look at the platelets. Look, everybody. You can see why it's called sunstone, can't you? Oh, it's so beautiful. So this is a multi-sunstone strand, and you can see you get a different variety, so a sort of different level of inclusion, really, with the dark orange, then the pale orange, and then these green sunstones dotted around as well. A beautiful, beautiful strand. Really nice. We've only got it in the 6mm. This one is number 12. It's £15 a strand. Lovely. Number 12, £15 a strand. Oh, and my battery's about to die. Let's plug it in with this one. Just a second. Oh, I tried desperately hard not to wobble you, sorry. A sunstone for Helen, please.
Try and get
I
it.
think it should go.
There.
Oh, it's going to be grumpy, isn't it? It's not happy. It is charging. This is number 12. 12 for Quaint Maynard. So if you missed the beginning of the show, this was in the beginning of the show, and it is an absolutely gorgeous strand. A number 20 for Hannah, please. Good choice, Hannah. That is a lovely strand. Number 12. Well, have you enjoyed the strands? Number 20, which was the peridot that we just did. Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed the strands. We tried really hard, but if there's any that you want to see in the future, just direct message us. We're always bringing strands across, so we can add them in. It's not a problem at all. So number 12 for Lorraine Hadrell, please. and I couldn't resist again. Right, well, if I'm going to see you tomorrow morning, then that will be lovely. We'll be live at 9:30. As I said, we won't be live for long, honestly. We're just going to run through the strands. Then I do have these awesome fluorite strands to bring on tomorrow morning, so I'm going to add those in for definite. And then we won't be live next Thursday because we've got
You're right. I've plugged you into the other one. Sorry about that. I was just saying that if I see you in the morning at 9:30, that will be fantastic. I'll see you then. But if not, I will try and maybe go live on Monday or Tuesday night and show you what happened at the birthday party, which is Saturday. And we can't wait to meet everybody who's coming to the birthday party. That's very exciting. But we could only allow 30 people. So sorry if you didn't manage to get a ticket. But hopefully I'll meet 30 of you on Saturday. So we might go live Monday night, Tuesday night. Watch out for that email. It comes from me. You'll know it's from me, not from Emily. It's a very different style of email. So watch out for that. And then we've got the Mega Crystal Live, which will be on the 28th. So please join us for the Mega Crystal Live. If you've got requests for that, you can just drop them into us in a message and we'll try and get as many crystals. I imagine that's going to be a long one. So that is going to be big and fun and different and everything new. So brace yourselves. Right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for Polly's help and for Angela's help as well this evening. And thank you all for joining us. Your invoices will be out to you over the course of the weekend. And if I don't see you tomorrow or at the weekend, then I will hopefully see you next week. Thank you, everyone. See you soon. Bye.